You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
I tell myself, look here, boy, shortly, time to do something for your country by opening a political party. Time for you to make the decision at the next general election and join the leaders of our nation. When I read them Sunday newspapers with all them cussing cuss neighbors, I tell myself I am not colorful. Selling cudgel like he joined the line, Martin Daly cussing the behind. And I'll correct mine and I change my mind. Cause I find everybody of a new thing they think cussing the PNM. Fine and anthem, you only come a problem, cussing the PNM. I saw reasoning in danger, building the house near the water. When you see them, you see it for the water. Go down, cow it down to ambush them. You can run them in people and them. Still they cussing the PNM. It's only kites on them from the review friend who not cussing the PNM. Sweet music. I am no privy to no party. I am not a Watson Crowley. I am definitely saying things to be. A&R and Panda, when you see them later, they had a few husbands down here. But since Brooklyn and Land, I think all of them are alive. Even what they say in lie. And on the TV and the radio, man call it from fighting my yarrow to cuss rowdy good pen in Tobago. Everybody out of seas, rum and brandy, cussing the PNM. And blame the system, bringing home and mayhem, but cussing the PNM. Like people on the road in danger and keeping all your guns to cover. Anytime you see him iron it, government had to change laws to stop them from keeping your vote and rubber pen, cause they cussing the PNM. It's only cats on them like they be and them who not cussing the PNM. Sweet music. School children fighting is a problem. Up in mayhem, or mayhem, everything is a big problem. We hunt them and stop them. Everything might be a problem, but they still cussing the PNM. Even if you out the water, man fighting with the paddling water, cussing up all in the war. And on on the street, you know me. If you see people fighting, you see, fighting to cut up the UNC. Everybody from the country to Brandy, cussing me PNM. Hail and party, even distinctly, cussing me PNM. Everybody fighting to get them. Nobody running and even looking up and hating. They come down and open me, but they cussing the PNM. It's only steady of them who not cussing the PNM. Gonna give you a special verse. So go with that music. Take the THA in Tobago. What will he do them? I don't know. But they only cussing the man for so. Take Petro training down in Sando. Government gave them house and land for so. Yet they treated him like a old hole. Million they spend getting to fight COVID-19. But they refused and cost the vaccine. The family was in Jerusalem. Property tax was not a problem. Yet Annie Roberts was in PNM. Everybody from town to Brandy, cussing me PNM. Even Lady Gypsy, cause she brother already. Now she cussing me PNM. Even live and Arranger, we're fighting it forever. Even then he's Vader and fighting Vader. Last line I be friend, but Gary Griffiths I good friend. He come round and cuss me PNM. It's only skin apart, all them women who not cussing me PNM. God bless, God bless.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much of one thing, good for nothing. Too much a good thing, never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up with PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, cause it's not what it used to be. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there. This thing is becoming out of hand. It's time this damn nonsense stop. If you don't sing a PNM song, from Skinner Park you'll be dropped. Calypsonian could have sing what they want. We were the spokesman for the people. Eric Duffy, Chambers Dunphy. When Kamala drunk, how she like to pee. Calypsonian, no, that's no way to go. Too much happening in we country. All this killing spree, young woman body, but only about PNM you could sing. All them songs playing on the radio, all you singing with Kamala do. But when PNM do a wrong thing, I hear a word from you. I want to ring my bell, wake up Mother Carcel. Every Monday she preach on Wack Radio and is the biggest critic of Calypso. Ring my bell for Patsy and Joni. I want them two cultural lovers to know not only PNM song is Calypso. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring a bell down there. Crime will never stop in this country once black people belly empty. How could a man work in CPEP maintain his whole family? All you say the past regime was so bad, so much wrong thing they done to we. Now that PNM take over, why poor people going hungry? When PNM win, all African grin. Now we get back we country. All they doing is complaining and ain't doing nothing for we. The mess already made, don't sit in the shade and ponder on we problem. Get off your ass and do it fast and find a way to solve them. I want to ring my bell, wake up Randolph Burrows. Tell him among all past police commissioners up to now is he I prefer. Ring my bell, wake up the Lord Bryna. Tell him the state of Calypso today is a good thing he passed away. If I have no rights to privacy, well, it's best I take off my clothes. Please apologize, Mr. AG, for uttering those silly words. When Munila say, hush your stink mouth, the whole country come down on he. Nobody tell him but nothing for calling a man stupidity. Please don't get me wrong, I am PNM strong. I will stand defend my party. But when my pocket dry and empty, everyone is my enemy. All you take with Carnival Village, no Calypsonian can't make a cent. Great is the PNM, I go sing that and pay my rent. Ring my bell. We can take down this one. I want to hear this. So much of educated black people that was born here in this island, because lack of opportunity migrated to a foreign land. When I was small, in every school hall, Eric William face you could see. Now every 5 years a new PNM, you can't identify nobody. When UNC was there, Barack Podebe, they take care of their people. Why you can't do the same thing and stop African from seeing trouble? PNM come and PNM go, it's the same plight of my people. Stop suffering the poor man and make it more young bandit here in this land.
say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that they care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. We get up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life.
Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we always say, it doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatanius, Xenoranius, Venuranius, Sunuranius. Each and everyone is welcome in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we also say it doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. You have on a purple t-shirt, you have on a salmon t-shirt, you have on a pink t-shirt. Each and everyone is welcome in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, you know, we always give you this limerick.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have DAT on WZYE, Santa Medite.
And of course, that is one and only a young man from in the village here, no other than Rennie Muhammad. And he coined that poem, I should say. And we want to say, Rennie, thank you very much for making that poem for WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we know today in Trinidad and Tobago is Emancipation Day. And, you know, you all know this is not the first time I dress up with an emancipation outfit. I just dress up for emancipation whenever I feel like it. But I feel a little thing tonight. You know what I mean? So I said I'm upon a little emancipation outfit. You know, try something and see how it go. You know, but you know, I actually want to talk about emancipation in Trinidad and what happened today with the Ashanti King from the Ashanti Kingdom being in Trinidad. You know, I want to know, and I ask the question, how does that benefit Black people in Trinidad and Tobago when the Ashanti King leaves Trinidad and Tobago? And by extension, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. How does that benefit them? Right? And what I would like to know, of course, I like to know, what is the cost? What did it cost the government of Trinidad and Tobago to bring the Ashanti King to Trinidad and Tobago? Right? I want to know what's the cost, but I also would like to know is in 2020, I believe, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley went to Ghana and he had a big thing with the Ashanti Kingdom in a stadium. It was, I think, over a few thousand people. We're in 2023 now. What did Trinidad and Tobago benefit from the Prime Minister going to Ghana in 2020? Can anybody give me some tangible evidence that, well, yeah, maybe they sign a memorandum of understanding, but they know that's part for the course. When they go anyway, they sign a memorandum of understanding, and after that, nothing else happens. I would like to know, what are the tangible benefits the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, derived from Dr. Rowley's visit
to Ghana 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And we heard in the meeting, I think I'll play it for you all. The king talk about one of Ghana's natural resources, cocoa. Right? They also have cola nuts too. Eh? Cocoa. And there was a discussion with, that was a good discussion. Who cocoa is the best, and they go back and forth and things like that. But it's my understanding Trinidad is one of the best cocoa in the world, right? So what they go really do with each other as far as cocoa is concerned? I mean, they go trade cocoa. Now they also have gold bars, right? They have cola nuts as well, and they also have they are very big into agriculture. Maybe I could see something with agriculture. You know, back then they was talking about yams coming from Ghana to Trinidad and so on and so forth. But what has happened with that? Right? What has happened? Maybe somebody in the chat can say, or somebody who's listening can text. Let me put the number up here. Or somebody can send a voice note indicating to us, well, this is what happened. Let me put this number up here. Right? You could send your voice message to that number. Let me see if I could put this number a little better there. Let me try and see how this number will work. Let me see if this number works any better. All right. Maybe that's a little big. So I will leave the number at the bottom. So you can send your message to 973-868-1444, or you can call in and let us know what benefits were derived from the Prime Minister going to Ghana and visiting the Ashanti Kingdom 3-4 years ago. And what benefits are Black people, because this is emancipation, they come for emancipation, right? The emancipation. Now, it's my understanding. Let me go to the chat, and I want to talk about what we believe emancipation to be. What is the definition of emancipation? All right. So let's go to the chat and let's welcome people in the chat. So, of course, first in the village tonight was no other than Nadia. Nadia, welcome. And I think Tommy and Diana will be joining us a little late tonight. You know, maybe they are emancipating themselves from mental slavery. I don't know. Maybe maybe they're gonna join us at some point in time. Yeah. But Nadia was first in the village, as usual. Nadia says good night. And some I get red, blue, yellow, green. What? Nadia sharing out red emojis tonight. And Nadia said good night, Tommy. Yeah, she matched me and Tommy, right? Red. Nah, she get Tommy blue. Yeah. Tommy, you get some blue ones there, right? Yeah, Diana Benskin. She get Diana Benskin red and pink. Yeah, she get ladylike colors. Yep. And Nadia says happy Emancipation Day, everyone. Blessings. Vonnie Roberts is in Whitby. Is Whitby? Good evening, beautiful folks. So you all have a great emancipation. And I hope everyone had a great Emancipation Day too. You know? Nadia, how are you, my love? Enjoy the rest of the day. Trini Angel, welcome. I think Trini Angel been here before. Yeah, mighty chalk dust boy. Trini Angel says she cussing too, boy. Trini Angel, where you joining us from? Where you joining us from? They say what? Trini Angel, everybody cussing the piano. We go play that song again just now. We had to play that song. Yeah? Kwesi, where you joining us from? Kwesi, so true. Yeah, oh boy, Kwesi make itself known, boy. Say United National Congress, yes? He ain't wasting no time, boy. Kwesi Moses, welcome. Yeah? Lana, welcome back, Lana. Nice to have you. Yeah? Bless good night, my village family. Bless good night, Ansem, Tommy, Diana. Love in the house. Yeah, sister love. You know, happy Emancipation Day to my village family. Maybe he come to buy petrol. Oh God. Lana said the Ashanti King come to buy petrotrin. Yeah? Mean Jean, welcome. Mean Jean say good night. WZYE Wall Street, Tommy and the Storm. Good night to you. Good night to you, Mean Jean. So folks, we have this celebration in Trinidad. And this is the Emancipation Day celebration, right? And many people are asking, well, I'm asking the question, and it's specifically for since Emancipation Days. You know what? Before I go to that, let me say something. You see, the people who condemning Kamala Persad-Bissessar for wearing an African outfit, all you get with the program, Didn't Dr. Rowley go in a Diwali thing and had on a whatever they call it for Diwali? Didn't he do that? Didn't he do that? Why will you condemning Kamala Persad-Bissessar? No, I ain't carrying no brief for Kamala, all you know that, Why they condemning Kamala Persad-Bissessar? Right? They should have condemned Rowley too. You know, I mean, sometimes it's just the things just get out of hand in Trinidad and Tobago. Talking about why she wearing her outfit because she called Camille Regis Robinson her name. She ain't supposed to wear an African outfit. All you supposed to tell she what she's supposed to wear? She just tell all you when all you wearing all the African outfit once a year. Yeah, many all you. Once a year, all you be wearing an African outfit. Right? And all you prancing up and down the street for emancipation. Party. I also want to know how much money the government spend in bringing the Ashanti King to Trinidad and Tobago. I want to know that. And I going for FYI, Freedom of Information. I want to know how much the PNM spend to bring the Ashanti King to Trinidad. Because that money could have been spent in social services. Let me ask a question. When the Ashanti Kingdom leave, all them parents who can afford books, are they going to be able to afford books? For them people who starving and can't put food on the table, when the Ashanti King leave, are they going to be able to put food on the table? I just want inquiring minds want to know. All you're criticizing Kamala Persad-Bissessar because she have, look, Kamala, boy, change into 5 outfits, Mrs. Persad-Bissessar. Change 5 outfits and wear them. And take pictures of all of them and post it all over social media. And you know why? Oh, this is why. Hold on. Let me do something. This is why, let me see something here. Hold on. Right. This is why we have what we have in Trinidad and Tobago as far as the PNM is concerned. No, we ain't gonna get that there. I want you all to listen to this. Hold on, Listen to this. This is why we have what's going on in Trinidad. Chalk does tell us, but all they don't want to listen. So let him come and tell us himself. You tell us, Chalky. We just want to listen. Tell us. There we go.
I tell myself, look here, boy, Chalky, time to do something for your country. I'm opening a political party. Time for you to make the decision at the next general election and join the leaders of our nation. When I read them Sunday newspapers with all them cussing customer neighbors, I tell myself I am not colonizing. Selvin Kajo like he joined the line, Martin Daly cussing the behind, and Alpha for my and I change my mind. Cause I find everybody got a new thing they think, cussing the PNM. Find an anthem with your body come a problem, cussing the PNM. I saw reason in danger, building out near the water, and you see them, you see it body water. Go down, cow down to ambush them, you can blood them in people and them, still they cussing the PNM. It's only kind son them from the review friend who not cussing the PNM.
Yeah, why is that? Chalky said it very correct. Why is that? Chalky said it correct. And Lana, you are absolutely correct. It's the hypocrisy of politics. The hypocrisy of politics, right? Although when the prime minister go in different places for the Diwali and the Muslim celebration, and he wear Muslim hat and he eat with the Muslim and so on and so forth. Although have a problem with that. But when Kamala Prasad Besessa put on an African outfit, all you have a problem. Listen, I tell you, it have too many PNM people in HDD. You know there's HD, which is high definition, that is television, right? It have too much PNM people in HDD, hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous. And they just show it over and over, right? Over and over. Yeah? Yeah, Lana, they go say the country have no money. And here's my friend, my PDP, is my PDP friend or my PNM friend? Listen to him, Mean Gene. What's wrong with trying to establish international relations? Mean Gene, can I ask you a question if you don't mind? I'm not getting in your case. Mean Gene, what benefits did the country, Trinidad and Tobago, derive from the Prime Minister's visit to Ghana and the Ashanti Kingdom? Do you know the benefits? Does anybody listening, and please text me the benefits that Trinidad and Tobago receive from an international relations perspective, according to Mean Gene, that Trinidad and Tobago receive. Oh, so Mean Gene, when the Ashanti Kings leaves, the poor people go eat international relations, right? They be like, yo, we get international relations, boy. We gonna eat some international relations. No, we go into the bookstore and say, excuse me, sir. We have an international relations card right here that when the Ashanti King left Trinidad and Tobago, he left an international relations card with us. Can we buy some books with that? Mean Gene? How about that, Mean Gene? What about that? International relations. You for real, boy? You know, man. Sometimes I don't understand, eh? So Mean Gene, explain to the people what are the benefits of Trinidad and Tobago from an international relations perspective that they didn't already get when he went to Ghana previously and he visited the Ashanti Kingdom. Explain that to us now. Thank you so much. Trini Angel, she loved to hear Chogdas sing. I like Chogdas too. Chogdas is our boss. My Chumakanian friend, Curtis Monteshad, welcome. Victoria, welcome as well. Good night, all. Hope everyone is okay. I'm having internet problems. Look at next thing. Mean Gene, just imagine in 2023, right? How much time you hear Lana says she has internet problems? Nadia says she has internet problems. Takesha says she has internet problems. Joan says she has internet problems. Now we have Victoria in 2023, right? 2023. Albert Montano, welcome. 2023, we have international problems. I ain't see an answer yet. I would like to know. Let me repeat. I'm repeating myself tonight because today is Emancipation. Happy Emancipation to everybody. Or let's see the background. Happy Emancipation, everybody. We're supposed to have emancipated ourselves from mental slavery. That's what it's supposed to be. So I want to know from anybody, what are the benefits to Trinidad and Tobago? And because it's emancipation, to black people for an Ashanti king coming to Trinidad and Tobago? What are the benefits derived from an Ashanti king, from the Ashanti Kingdom visit to Trinidad and Tobago? I mean, I don't think that's a difficult question. So, Mean Gene, you ain't answered that question for me yet. So let me tell you all what the meaning of emancipation is, right? Wenrick Job, good night. Emancipation means to free someone from a previous restraint or legal disability. Now listen to this carefully. Mean Gene, I want you to listen to this. Mean Gene, no, don't let your wife take your phone at this point. Wait. Miss Mean Jean, can you leave him with his phone until I'm finished reading this? Okay, good. All right. Yeah. I'm a friend. I had to make sure you have the snatchy phone. You understand? Listen now. Emancipation can also refer to efforts to procure economic, social, political rights or equality, often for a disenfranchised group. Let me read that again for Mean Jean. Because you know what Mean Jean says? This is what Mean Jean says, people. This is what he says. What's wrong with trying to establish international relations? I don't know sense when Trinidad could, poor people suffering in Trinidad could eat international relations. If I was Prime Minister, Mean Jean, that 3 million or whatever they're going to spend on that, right? We would have do it virtually. We'd have do a virtual something. The king would have been in the Ashanti kingdom virtually, right? Dr. Rowley would have on the African outfit virtually, and we would have do something. We would have put up a big screen in Woodford Square. A big screen. Tell everybody, oh, come people. Come Trinidadians, come. We're going to meet the Ashanti king from the Ashanti kingdom. And we have it right in the square right there, Mean Jean. How much that go cost the people? How much that go cost? And whatever money we was going to spend to bring the king, right? You're getting vouchers. Especially, it's going to for them parents to buy books when the school semester open. So let me finish reading this. Emancipation can also refer to efforts to procure economic, social, political rights or equality, often for a disenfranchised group. How does this visit talk about economic, social? Well, political, yeah, that involves political because Dr. Origo look good. He bring our Ashanti king to Trinidad. Yeah, that will be often. Or equality, often for a disenfranchised group. That's what emancipation is about, Mean Jean. A disenfranchised group. When the Ashanti king leave, are those as a matter of fact, Mean Jean, maybe you didn't know, but in Trinidad and Tobago, right, the ethnic group, the percentage of people living below the poverty line, the highest is with the black people of Trinidad and Tobago. I've seen a report that says 25% of black people in Trinidad and Tobago, which is the highest of any other ethnic group, are living below the poverty level. What about that, Mean Jean? What about that? What about that? That bad spending, the bad spend. They already bad spend 9 million on a summit. What we get out of this summit? Crime going down? Crime going down? What about crime? Wasn't that a crime summit? You know, and some people just be funny, you know, but I don't think that's funny. That's called the Prime Minister, the Crime Minister. I don't think that's funny, though. I really don't think that's funny. You know what I mean? Diana, welcome.
Good evening. Woo.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh Lord. So what we do now? What happening in Trinidad now?
Oh, we just talking, and my good friend from Tobago, I was talking about what are the benefits for the Ashanti king from the Ashanti kingdom? What are the benefits to black people and by extension of Trinidad and Tobago when the Ashanti king leaves?
And I concur.
How does that benefit the people?
Ain't they stopping them from selling at the Oval too?
But they stopped them. There was some move them up in the Queen's Park Savannah, relocate them to a different place. Mean Jean don't care. Mean Jean care about international relations. When I have to feed my family, I care about international relations.
Wait. So how is the Ashanti king visit putting money in my pocket to feed my children, help me pay all my back bills, fix my house, give me a vacation, like normal people? How does it help me to take a plane ticket and go to Ghana? Can I go across to Ghana? Are they helping me do that?
No, according to Mean Jean, this is about international relations. You don't want to hear about that. This is about
international relations.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
But what are they doing? Are they making a pact what is the employment rate in Ghana? That like the United States is hurting for a workforce.
What's the
Is
employment
Ghana
rate?
hurting for a workforce? Are they going to absorb able-bodied men and women from Trinidad and Tobago to come to Ghana and find work?
Dana, I just asked this question. The Prime Minister went to Ghana in 2020, I believe. I think it's 2020. It was just either during the pandemic or people could correct me from it, but he went to Ghana. He visited the
It could have been during or before. I remember,
before. I think it was
yeah,
before. I
yeah,
think it
because
was
the country was closed. Remember, yeah.
correct.
Mm.
Right? That was 3 years ago, Diana. I want to know what benefits did Trinidad Tobago derive from that visit. And he went to the Ashanti Kingdom too, eh? What benefits did the people of Trinidad and Tobago derive from that visit?
That is another distraction, and you know me. All it is said either they just call me as a pessimist, but I'm going to stay in the pessimistic role today because I don't find anything optimistic about when the man come. What who got a lot? What Trinidadians were employed? I don't know. Anselm, I'm confused. The man I tell you, he's an astute politician.
Of course, he's astute.
He's an astute politician, right?
But
More.
but the sad thing, the sad thing is that a man a king comes to Trinidad, and vendors get disenfranchised by a businessman. Vendors who that 3 or 4 days might be 6 months of earnings for them, 6 months. And you as a government disenfranchise them because you want a king to go and parade up and down the place.
Oh boy.
And then you have people like Mean Gene talking about international relations. Mean Gene, go up in the savannah, send a virtual message to people up in the savannah and tell them the reason why we're moving all here is for international relations.
Yep.
That is what we're doing all here. International relations in all your preference.
International relations. It's jaded. You're jaded, man. Another distraction. Distraction. I don't know any long term what they're discussing, behind closed doors, because they don't operate on transparency.
I go play the discussion when we come back from the break.
Okay.
And listen, the king makes some sense. He makes some sense. Some of the things he stated. Right? It make a little bit of sense. But I don't understand. And folks, only bear with me. I know I'm repeating myself, but I have to repeat myself because it's like I want to play a song. I want to play a song by Maestro too, Trinidadians.
Mr. Trinidad don't know what you want.
Don't know what you want. Mr. Trinidad don't know what you want. Because like we Trinidadians don't know what they want.
Nope.
I'm sorry to say it.
Right now, Watson having a live whatever, and you have over quite a few people viewing it. Okay.
Judy, welcome. Yeah, but listen to this. Listen to this. People viewing live and thing and them. At the end of the day, the most important thing when you're in an election is that you go in the polls. Because listen to this. Suppose you have 5,000 people on your live, and 4,900 of them not registered to vote. What difference does it make?
Yep. Got a point there.
I mean, a live could look good, but if them ain't registered to vote, what's the benefit? So Judy, welcome back. So yeah, we was just talking. Yeah, Albert Montano, vendors in the Queen's Park want to make their money on weekends and public holidays, so they hurting.
Yep.
You bring an Ashanti king to Trinidad, right, to disenfranchise, right?
How much money they pay to bring to accommodate him?
I ask that question.
And people have to go back to school in 3 weeks. Huh?
Yeah, ask that. I asked that freedom of information. I would like to find that out. I like to find it out because it seemed to me, boy, that this government just complain about they have no money and they bad spending money left, right, and center.
Roads need fixing. Huh? People still, those people who they have no water for weeks and months. I wonder if the water, did they fix the pipe, the short pipe that they try to install the other day?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Oh, jeez, Lord Father.
Yeah, and Judy says this RPM is abusing the citizens of Trinidad. And not only that, you know, but in Trinidad, we have a battered wife syndrome under the RPM, you know. RPM.
Oh, yeah.
They just taking abuse left, right, and center. When will they
And
fight?
people are frightened.
So
They're afraid.
You know, I don't know, boy, but I have to admit, now, I never stopped loving the PNM. The PNM stopped loving me. Let me make it absolutely clear. And we're going to go for a break right after this. You know, Diana, I hear people on our radio station talking today about we free. And I'm like, you free? How
you know
free?
me. You know, I have
in Port-au-Prince anywhere you want. You could go in Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
You free? And you have to dress up to go in a government office and you free? Boy, and I didn't want to use this word, and I look up the different, I don't say look up the word to make sure. I said, I wonder if they might be emaciated as opposed to be emancipated, boy. I just asked myself that question, but let's go for a quick station identification. It's in the village.
I'm going to go on and bring up my volume, kind of low.
It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
I want you all to listen to the discussion today with the Ashanti King, and I think it was a good discussion, right? So I want you all to listen to this discussion with the Ashanti King today, and on let's take a listen to this. Here we go.
Let me say thank you for the invitation that you extended to me to come and visit and to be with my people. So, we have been.
Are you hearing that?
Well, and been made to feel that we are home. Yeah. But we come with emotions where some in the 15th century, our people were brought out through no fault of theirs to these islands. So, and then subjugated the type of inhuman treatment that we ourselves have not had answers to that. So, but then again, there was this emancipation that was declared that slavery and slave trade has been abolished. Then continuing from there, in 1881, my own grand uncle's son was also brought here. So Trinidad, Kofinti, who after the 1874 war, Second Wesley's War, he had been taken to England to be wizened, supposedly. And that we were primitive and therefore he had to be taken out to be wizened, even though we lived in our own.
Dan, are you hearing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I had to turn up my media button.
So history tells me that Ghana and Trinidad have always had a linkage from there. Because why Trinidad? They could have taken him to different islands, but they brought him to Trinidad. The excuse was that the weather was similar to Ghana. So, and his brother who was taken died of tuberculosis in London, and therefore let's take him to Trinidad. So it was a message to us that Trinidad and Ghana are the same. And after that, we've had George Padmore and others also. Like you said, having known Kwame Nkrumah from Lincoln University and all that, I haven't studied and helped him also with the Pan-Africanism to be able to lead Ghana into independence. From there on, we are here now. So, your visit to Ghana in 2020, during the celebration of Ghana's independence, was something that's reminded us that we have some brothers also somewhere. Because you came to Kumasi, we hosted you in Kumasi, we had the opportunity. You felt not as a prime minister, but you felt like you were in your father's home, at the palace. And that is how the relationship of Trinidad and Tobago with me and the kingdom was aroused for us to realize that no matter what, our citizens are also there. So when the invitation came for me to visit, COVID stopped it. But COVID has not been able to stop it because we are here today. And we are here to assure our brothers and sisters in Trinidad and Tobago that not only is the Emancipation celebration that is bringing us here, but we have come to affirm the brotherliness and the sisterliness of the two countries, and also to see how best we can collaborate in relation to the development, the South-South cooperation, to be able to see how best the two of us, this country and Ghana, can collaborate. I believe strongly that we have to have that collaboration. I know at your level, the political level, you've signed some agreements, but I don't want that to be shoved into the shelf, because that's what happens. But I come here not as a politician, but as the king of Ashanti, who has a blood relation with my people, and I seek their welfare on the welfare of Trinidad. So I'm here for us to look at various ways using this to also assure my people, after emancipation, what next? What next? We cannot continue to go out and blame the people who enslaved us. They've given us the freedom. But I still feel that my people have problems here. So after emancipation, what next? I've come to assure them that we still can do better for ourselves. We should make sure that the independence that we have, we will take the opportunity to develop ourselves in a way that it will enhance to the development of our destiny and our nature. So I'm here, Your Excellency, at your invitation. I'm here because I'm here to be with my people. I'm here also for us to collaborate to see how best we can mutually build our countries together. That is why I'm here. And I thank you very much for this invitation.
So, folks, there you have it. I mean, I think that I heard some good things, and I heard he asked the question, after emancipation, what's next? I think that's a very significant question, because when Dr. Rowley went to Ghana, I mean, the people of Trinidad and Tobago don't know what was the benefits derived from that visit. I don't know if we got any benefits. I haven't seen any. Maybe people have seen it, but I haven't seen any. You know, and these type of things just to kind of fool the people. And
you see the amount of gold the man have on his hand, eh? All right, he's a king. All right. But you see, those things intrigue me, the kind of mind I have, right? So I said, all this gold, what is the unemployment rate in Ghana? Right? And when you went and you Google it, 7.4%. Still 2022 marked the second consecutive decline of youth unemployment rate. The youth are the people who of the future, right? And you have such a high percentage of unemployment in Ghana. And you're coming over here with all this bling, no respect to the king, eh? Or little come for me, eh? I just think in my mind.
I think that is culture, because one of their natural resources is gold.
Okay, one of the natural resources is gold. So
Yeah.
this high unemployment rate in Ghana with the youth, why what is going to why they not you and they say that to combat the US dollar and the Brexit and stuff, ain't nobody studying to put them in gold bars and put them toward the youth, invest in the youth in the country. I find out you're bringing it in Trinidad with Dr. Rowley. Oh God, I'm trying to make it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
It's not
but
connecting in the Bajan head. All
mhm.
is, it's not. Ain't connecting for me. I'm putting myself there. What is this man doing for me? A little black girl catching she tail, can't pay the bills. I don't want money to buy books for my children. How the king of Ghana helping me? You
Well,
stop me from my little thing wrong the savannah, get my little cacada wrong the savannah, right? Or wherever the oval, all help me now, right? And you bring this man, all these bling in front of me, a poor little black Trini gal, huh? A poor little Indian gal. How he helping me? I had children to see, I had 6 children to buy booklets for. I had 6 children to put for the booklets. How the king of Ghana helping me?
but I think the goal is because one of their natural resources is gold. So I think
Well,
that's
donate. Did you hear, Mr. King of Ghana? I don't know your name, eh? Donate some and let us sell it wherever, however they translate it, and give it to some poor, needy people. How about that? How about that?
well,
And wait a minute. Let me ask a question. You know me, I just jobbing them. I ain't care. I jobbing them. Did he take them into the beatum? Did he take them up in Laventil and show them where they drinking canal water? Did he take them out to they go Martin or Belmont where they didn't have water for months? Huh? Did he take the king there and show him all that?
nah, you ain't supposed to take a
You
person
ain't supposed to do that.
no,
Oh, okay. All
you're
right.
supposed to take them into depressed neighborhoods.
Huh? Did he take him where the lady that filmed the water coming out of she pipe the other day looked like Morby? Huh? Did he take him? But pass him through the beat him now. Go up
Nah.
and through my cock with the roof blow off. Carry them down in areas where the women don't know where the money coming from to fill the booklets. And let them donate some of that gold now to help them people.
Nah,
Only
but
those ones.
that's a culture or something. The next
Okay,
king
fine,
after
cultural. Well, culturally, for me, it's to have my money saved in the bank for a rainy day, and I donate some to help people. So let he donate some of his gold toward some of the poorest people in Trinidad and Tobago. How about that now? Did they ever get the MRI machine at the hospital in Tobago? Do they have, or they still have only one?
but
Huh?
Diana, I think that instead of bringing the king to Trinidad, I think it could have been done virtually. Put up a big screen in Woodford Square, invite the people to come, and whatever that cost,
Huh?
that is going to be cost for the king coming to Trinidad. You could tell the people of Trinidad and Tobago, now look, this cost was going to be 3 million. We're going to donate these 3 million to families for school books, as an example.
Really? Really? They give a rat's tail about them little children? Huh?
Make it
They
look like
they care?
Julie says they're building a stadium for 40 million. Is it Manzanilla Road for 75 million? All of a sudden, they're jumping out billions to fix Trinidad.
And the road to get to these places is a sham. You lick up your little vehicle trying to get there. The man applying the trade. Huh? Oh my God. Why we so I have a question. You know me, I just granted these people that were in the entourage, what are their expertise? And are they lending it to Trinidad and Tobago? Them, I see a handsome one there. Better go Ghana, boy. Woo. But anyway, the people that they have in the entourage, what's their expertise besides the king?
Well, I mean, his son, who is the prince. right?
Okay.
He's a very knowledgeable person
Knowledgeable in what?
in economics, dealing international relations, dealing with other
Uh-huh.
people, because
Uh-huh.
them guys and them in charge of the resources of
Oh, they in charge of resources.
so
Okay.
they have to
Uh,
negotiate, they have to
uh,
be able to negotiate with people,
oh,
when
okay. All right.
try to
So let's see. And you bring them 2 weeks before election. You ain't smell a big
and
nasty
see that
cascadoo there?
point, you see that point, Diana? That is a very valid point.
Yeah, you ain't
That
smell a
point
big
there,
nasty rotten saltfish there?
yeah,
And now
yeah,
a cascadoo that rotting?
yeah, yeah,
Saltfish that's stay out in the sun for 10 days.
yeah.
You ain't smell that.
Well, Diana, I don't know, because it just so happened that emancipation fell 2 weeks before the election, right? So, I'm trying to figure out if I hear what you are saying. I hear you loud and clear, and that went into the back of my brain too. Was
Yeah.
this
That's
another?
a yeah. That you see all the trinkets on that man hand, the waving. Like another trinket, they come to blind the voters in Trinidad, confuse them. That's what they want to do. Oh, I bring a king, and I want Trinidad all in Trinidad, all in some smart people, 98% literacy. Huh? I want you all to sit down and use your psychic muscle and figure out what went on there. What went on there? Why you bringing? Why didn't he could have bring Prince Charles too then?
Nah, he gonna bring Prince Charles.
Bring Prince Charles. Now, why I say so? You know me, I real radical. That's what make me put that. Bring Prince Charles and bring the king there and let him talk reparation.
No, the king, Prince Charles actually went to the
Or,
Ashanti
or, or
kingdom.
King Charles Weenie. But let the two kings meet in the ground. Bring them and bring them. And then we will say, hey, something going to happen, boy.
Nah,
Let King Charles come. Because
King Charles,
them all black people, a whole lot. Man, I ain't ready for the emancipation, Lord thing. You know me.
he did,
Happy emancipation. My bank book saying $12. I catch my ass to get walk. I can't walk the street proper. They got a shooting just behind the Tunapuna market there. I understand there was a brutal killing. Woman fighting the burning women and throwing them down in latrine. And what? Happy who? Happy Emancy who? Look, you get me vexed now.
well,
You get me vexed.
Ray Self says, happy emancipation. Diana, let me just take this call for a minute.
Go right ahead. Happy emancipation. Huh? A girl don't want to take work to be able to walk home late at night. She don't want no extra hours, but she need the extra hours because it's not safe. The roads in a mess. I don't know where I get money from to film a 6 children book list, and I know people with 6 children and more. I don't know where I get money from. And the uniforms and whatever. Right? And you bring a man blinging a set of gold in front of me, a poor little girl. A poor little girl. And I'm supposed and I emancipated. I can't speak my mind because I'm fearful that if I do have a little work, you're gonna come and retaliate against me. And I'm emancipated, eh? You're emancipated. And you can't speak your mind. You have to be very careful because you're fear of retribution. You want services, you're going for services, they're hiding your application and sticking it here, there, and everywhere. And now they find out there's a lot of fraud inside our office. Allegedly, a lot of fraud inside that, what you call it, social service office. That's why the resources were not reaching the poor people. And you bring a man blinging a set of gold in front of me. I am supposed to be enamored and enlightened by the shining things. I tell all of them, come with all kind of trinkets,
Yeah, so I'm back. Ray still says happy emancipation to you and some and your crew and chat. Highly welcome. Highly says crack on. Evening everyone. Blessing. Crack on.
And you emancipated, eh?
Judy says if it had any achievement Rowley visit, why would the king mention what that after the visit? Something to think about. Is just to loot taxes and treasury money. You know, Judy, that's a good point. Now. The king says he's not a politician. He's not a politician. And he will hope something comes out of this after emancipation. So that's a great point, right? So it just shows you that he cannot call out Dr. Rowley. I'm gonna fuck, I'll cut that part out. He cannot call out Dr. Rowley to say he's a politician. You come here 3 years ago, and 3 years later we say, you know, nothing happened.
Nothing happening.
Nothing
Huh?
happened. I don't want to come here for politics. Right, to show me I'm wrong and to everybody have a king in Trinidad and Tobago for emancipation day. But then I want to get back to a point that you made. I'm trying to see if this was an astute move by Rowley as well.
Everything he does is astuteness.
In order to placate the PNM voters that here we have a king in Trinidad's emancipation. We could go and walk the streets and have this king walk around in the streets of Trinidad and Tobago like it's never happened before. You know, I'm trying to wrap my hands around that. You know, and I'm sure. So let me go back to the chat here. Oh God, yeah. Sharon Beaky, welcome. Who's Sharon? Sharon, are you new here? Sharon seemed to be new. Sharon, welcome. Sharon says, well said, caller. Judy says, the Ashanti king doesn't owe TNT citizens anything. He owes it to his poor Ghana citizens. Okay.
I don't know what does it do. If somebody could enlighten me, and I would, you know, how does that lift my morale? Well, you know, okay, he ain't do nothing that we ain't know, because we always knew we come from royalty and we had dynasties and our own civilization, and they come down there with a wicked, evil agenda and snatch we, kidnap we, bring we across the ocean. How some of we dead, right? And deposited us up and down, you know, the Caribbean, and some of we make it to America, and some up to wherever, right? He's not telling us anything that we always knew. We always knew we came from royalty and organized societies, right? So that's nothing new. We never volunteered to come here, to leave our land. We never volunteered. Other races volunteered, but we did not volunteer to come and be whipped and made to work for over 400 years. No compensation, none whatsoever. Whipped, raped, beaten, burned, lynched. And all they come now years later and tell me about what? Happy man. This way you do to my ancestors. You turn me loose. You ain't give me no land, no money, no nothing. You made it that we had to rely on you to go back to the chain gangs to get to be employed. Indentureship and not luck. And all they come on happy man. See who? Happy man. We had the race that are to the bottom of the economic pole. Oh, look at me vex, you know, real man right now. Don't get me vex, sir. Vex is another level.
I hear you, but you have to give Trinidad credit because they was the first country in the world to have an emancipation day, you know.
What?
They were the first country in the world to have an emancipation holiday. Trinidad and Tobago.
Like I say, emancipated, and how much money I have in my bank account?
No, but I'm not talking about it. I just talking about the foresight.
Well, look, don't wish me no, I always said it, don't wish me no happy emancipation until you give me a reparation check. I want my reparation check that my ancestors bust the tail and build up the people place. I want my reparation check.
But they
I don't want to happy emancipation and poor and catching my ass.
But they consider Trinidad to be a third world country. And when a third world country could have the fought right in order to have an emancipation day when other
Hip
countries.
hip hooray, ray, 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 ray.
So you had to give them credit where credit with
Yeah,
due. You just
you hear me say? I say hip hip hooray, ray, ray. I want my reparation check.
well, you had to talk to the
Well,
prime
we talk
minister.
to who? Yeah, you see all the gold he have on his hand? Why some of them don't put some money, so some of them somewhere and help out people?
No, that's part of the
Look,
culture.
look, look,
Part of
look.
the culture. And the next king, whoever the king before him had the same thing, the king after him, that's part of the culture. All of them wear that. Those outfits that he have on is part of the culture. That's just the culture. So the
Fine.
next king is just gonna follow the
Donate some of that gold to and don't give it to the PNM. Put it in some kind of bank account where some of the poorest citizens of Trinidad and Tobago can benefit from some of that when our gold turn over to currency.
I don't think that king knows about how poor people are living in Trinidad and Tobago.
No, they don't. That was a passing through Beatum, through Laventil, down south in them poor areas, out north, Grandy, Arima, everywhere.
But he didn't come there. He didn't come there to improve the economic lives of people.
So we come there for?
The prime minister invite him, and
so he invite him now. We invite him there for?
He's a dignitary. He's a king of the Ashanti.
Okay, fine. Hip 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 hooray, ray, ray. How that? The answer. I go ask the question whole night. How that helping me catch him and then fill in the children booklets? The future of Trinidad and Tobago. How that creating job for them youths that can't find work?
We had to separate the two, though. You had to separate.
Yeah, we had to separate the two.
Yeah, you had to separate the two. One is you are invited guests. You didn't come to Trinidad and Tobago to see about poor people. You didn't come to Trinidad and Tobago to give away gold bars or anything like that. You were invited.
Well, that should be part of his mission.
No.
Well, you may disagree with me, but I say so.
To take care of the Ashanti kingdom. You're not supposed to come into Trinidad to take care of Trinidad for what Rowley did.
Well, yeah, is he taking care, making a donation and giving it to the okay. How about starting with the children that live in them homes?
Or maybe Rowley should have told him, listen, when you come, we're gonna go up in wherever and we're gonna donate something to a club, or you will give away some type of thing to people up in that area, some kind of thing. Rowley could have told him that.
So I bet you he go get a street name after,
No, they ain't gonna name no street after.
Oh yeah? All right, when it happen, tell me. I tell you. Some street will be named something but Ghana. Accra is the capital. All they help me now. They're gonna name Accra Square or something.
No, yeah, what Hailey's saying. And this makes sense. All who say the country have no money obviously doesn't know what they are talking about. All of a sudden, millions appears to build and fix, Correct.
Election time is fast approaching.
I don't understand how Trinidadians anyway. Let me play this song for you. I want to play
Mr. Trinidad.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
I had to play this song. Let me play this song. I want to play this song. Let me stop this screen here. Let me play this song because we something wrong with we. Something wrong with we. You know, and Maestro's, God rest his soul, long gone. He knew what you was talking about, The man absolutely knew what you was talking about. Take a listen.
Mr. Trinidad, tell me what's he want. Do you just like political confusion? You criticizing the way you live, yet you can't produce an alternative. You say you against the power structure, you ain't like the opposition either. But take care, you jump out the hot water and end up in the center of the fire. But you refuse to vote in election, but then you want revolution. You're strongly against communism. You walk out on colonialism. You say if William had to go, but who to replace him? You ain't know. So to make a long story short from in front, Trinidadians ain't really know what they want. My friend, if you don't want democracy, opposition is guerrilla activity. If you don't want democratic improvement, you have to want a revolutionist government. And yet when Guy Harewood went in the hills with Jennifer Jones, you let them get killed. All you're doing is building and skylarking. You come like the ass in the lion's cage, because you say Robinson is a traitor. You say what's than that about Ranger? You say Kamal seeking his own interest. You call Millet a Marxist-Leninist. You are ODAT, neither DLP, and you say TNM is only ratchet deal. Well, you tie up yourself. I won't tell you why. Trinidadians just like plenty mama guys. Approach Trinidadian, talking black power. It's not wrong for a man to love his culture. Yes, you walk around with your Afro flat, and you're dragging alpacat and fat sapat. But although they're rapping about Africa, you're eating roti like if you're born in India. So who you gonna blame when you make your book and end up like a cat on a hot roof? Because you say you're going Afro all the way. You smile when they bring you to the main. William said you want to retire. You beg him to stay a little longer. You reject Carl's act on public order. Now you want the same Carl for Prime Minister. Like your sense of reasoning goes and comes. You won't surprise me if you call back Albert Drums. You say that you didn't want your dictator, yet you want one fella to reign forever. About his Malik, you say he guilty. I'm a certificate, yet you set him free. Long ago you didn't want Fidel Castro, but now you say the same Castro is a hero. Well, this attitude, like Humpty Dumpty, you might fall off the wall eventually. Because you say Butler was too high-handed. Marriage uneducated. You say that they can't trust Jamada. You find Sukaran to Concosa. You say the accent is on the young man. Yet you rather call back as sports in an hand. But you won't call back until you call disaster. Like the colonial days of the slave master.
Juby Dubai. Hey.
Indian Trinidadian, naive as ever. That is why they formed the Mahasabha. They're conservative, only talking race. Yet you see so much dogla all along the place. They say they just need pork for them. How come them and black money in such good friend? You're making your own self a package show. You might end up just like Ron Pelt's kilo. You Solomon, Abashon, spending your money in London. You say the country's a fighter is a regular ganja smoker. You fire, I see this traitor. Now that same traitor is a union leader. It won't surprise me if you move Malik from that room and make him minister home affairs tomorrow. Rasta Trinidadian, walking, talking peace. Yet we always in trouble with the police. Saying peace and love, right on, brother man. Yet if you watch him hard, you want to break your hand. They say that doesn't need for them. How come them and black pudding in such good friends? They're making their own self a package show. You might end up just like wrong Helsinki. Tear dog, yeah, prosecute soldiers. But that he get one set of horrors. And then when Marie gone down walker, they run and they call the same carer. You say my heart, yeah, too quiet and soft. And Victor Campbell is a big show. You were what Eric Kamal call neither part. If it's a passion you want, we'll call Doctor.
Tell you,
Hmm.
these, that's
Hey,
years
but
ago. You know? Can you
while we're
imagine?
at it, Ansem, Ghana has one of the highest rates of child labor per country in the world, with about 21% of the childhood population in the country participating in some form of child labor.
But you know, the Ashanti Kingdom is a separate. They used to be a sovereign state. You know, they have 4.9 million people, and
Mm.
they are not really. They are not ruled by Ghana. They have their own laws and police and everything. You know.
So this man ain't come representing Ghana. That's not the
No,
story.
no, no, he's not representing Ghana. He's
So we
representing
we, we representing.
the Ashanti Kingdom. He's
But
the
they're all across the media I see here. They say a Ghanaian king.
well, he's an Ashanti king. He's from the
So
Ashanti
so
King.
so so Ashanti is a kingdom within Ghana.
Correct is right. So
So they obviously have to operate within Ghana's whatever.
so it's called the Ashanti Empire, right?
Okay.
It was an Akan state that lasted from 1701 to 1901. It expanded from the Ashanti region to include most of Ghana as well as part of the Ivory Coast and Togo. Due to the empire's military prowess, wealth, architecture, sophisticated hierarchy, and culture, the Ashanti Empire has been extensively studied and has more historic records written by Europeans, primarily British authors, than any indigenous culture of sub-Saharan Africa. And it goes on to tell you, about it, but it is a region within Ghana, and they have their own military, they have their own rules, their own courts, everything. And if you listen to it, you will think he's the king of Ghana, but he's just a king of the Ashanti Kingdom.
Profiting from both gold mines and the slave trade, the Ashanti Empire was a force to be reckoned with until the end of the 1800s.
Yes, but now their main resources are agriculture, cola nuts, cocoa, and gold bars, and they trade in those four items. Those are the four main items that they trade in. And that's where they get a lot of their money from, because it's considered to be natural resources. So, I mean, a lot of people are looking at it and they think that maybe he's a king of Ghana. He's not a king of Ghana. He's a king of the Ashanti Kingdom, which is located in a certain region within Ghana. And they are their own government. They don't
Muslim
answer. They don't answer.
Muslim traders and Christian mission. I still say, hip hip hooray. What is the Ashanti King's visit doing for the poor, black, suffering people in Trinidad and Tobago?
Well,
That's what I want to know.
I mean, the big question is, what are the benefits?
Yep.
What are the
What was
benefits?
it, by him coming there? Yep. What was it? By him coming there, what is it doing for the poor, suffering people?
Yeah, I don't think there is any benefits. I just think that, I mean, this might be an astute move by the Prime Minister to decide that, listen, we having an election August 14th. We have Emancipation 2 weeks before. It would be a good idea to have the king come to Trinidad and fool black people, having king and black people go say, oh, we have a king in Trinidad and Tobago, boy, let me go. I see people walking the streets today with music blasting and all kind of thing, and the people go be married, they might get them a little something to drink and thing, and next thing they're good, you know what I mean? You go remember that.
Maybe they're going to donate something of importance to Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe. I wonder if he going back already?
No. He still have about 3 or
I wonder if you're listening. If you're listening, Your Highness, put something up in Laventille for them poor people up there, an empowerment center. Your Highness, put something in Laventille for them poor people up in Laventille. Go and walk through the Beetham and see what you could do for them poor people. Go down south and look for the disenfranchised people. Go in Arima, Grande, Port of Spain, wherever. St. Augustine, Curep, Tunapuna, your Highness, and see what you could do for the people now. You have let me tell you what's going on, Your Highness. You have a gainfully employed government worker that sleeps in the Eddie Hart field when the night come. See what you could do for him now, Your Highness.
Nah, but I know what his visit is about though.
Well, somebody had to sing the somebody gotta bellow the horn, because everybody else like they're frightened. They have a walk and they don't want to speak against, everybody have a walk, and I had to hold on to my walk at all costs. So I pleading for the poor, disenfranchised people. They want the man in the Eddie Hartfield sleep. There's a fella living in the cemetery down San Fernando. He need help. He can't grow food in the cemetery. He hungry. He need a home. Go and help him now, Your Highness. There's plenty of people in the village here. They want help with the book list for the children going back out to school. Your Highness, can you help some of them?
Let me say welcome to Ken John. Welcome to Rennie Mohammed. Ken says, good night, everyone. Blessings, be safe, shalom, and happy Emancipation Day. Happy Emancipation Day to you as well. Judy says, everyone in that parliament building and every government office is total corrupt. Down to the local government office is all corrupted. Ms. Coover says, good night, everyone. Good night to you, Ms. Coover. Sharon says, yes, Sharon is here for the first time. Folks, welcome Sharon Beakey. She's here for the first time. Takesha is also in the house. Takesha, welcome. Good night to you. Yeah.
Night, Takesha. Night, Nadia. Good night, everybody.
I have no phone. Hope all is well. Ken John says, good night, Aunt Sam, Diana, and Tommy. Blessings, shalom, and be safe. Happy Emancipation Day.
Mm-hmm.
Rennie says, emancipate ourselves from mental strain. I agree with that. Sharon says, I'm a senior citizen and under rolling on the PNM is the worst in my life.
Sharon. Oh, Lord.
And Ken John says, good night, Rennie. Sharon says, good night, everyone. Good night to you, Sharon. Judy says, let me say this. All others arise out of the ashes. It's time for African people start building together instead of looking back. Indian culture, they struggle to build themselves by unity, support each other. Africans can do the same. Yeah, but then they start. Then they have Then they had the what do they call it again, boy? The Black Caucus in Trinidad, the Black something. in Tr-
Bantam, look. You say look how divided we are. You say the Ashanti Kingdom exists separately within Ghana, right?
Yeah.
You see the divisiveness?
No, no, no. But it's not a division though. It's because I mean, they have different cultures. Within any country, they have
Uh,
different cultures.
Fine, and that is what, and that's that's a microscopic example of what is hampering the African race worldwide. We cannot seem to come together.
Now, I think religion divided us.
I don't know what would religion,
Yeah,
race, skin
I think
color,
religion divided
caste
us.
system, educational level, your domicile location, all kind of thing they use to divide us. All kind of thing. Who if you're a Democrat or Republic, or who if you're PNM or UNC or well NTA or PDP or PEP,
But
if you
minute,
live in Maraval or all kind of thing.
but as you said that, Rennie Mohammed says, concentrate on the present and hope for a bright future. I want to address something with respect to past is where it's gone. Sharon says, so true. Um, Pull from Good Morning SVG says, good night to all. Pull from St. Vincent. Pull, welcome. I was actually on Pull radio program this morning.
Hello, Pearl. Me and she have a conversation to finish, but not tonight.
We had a splendid first time. Victoria says, Albert, I hear about leaving, but some leave and end up worse off. Everyone is responsible for freeing of his mind and having to learn to live with his choice. Okay. All right. Nina says, Judy says, Gil, he only helping himself and them rich Syrians, Chinese, and some Indians that rich. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Sharon says, Rowley is all about dividing the citizens, Indians and Africa. We are all humans. Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you're looking for votes. Looking back is pillar of salt. Look to now and hopefully the future if God's blessings. That's Rennie. Judy says, thanks for this vital information answer. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in Trinidad believe that all of a sudden this king is a king of Ghana, you know, people think this is a king of Ghana. The Ashanti Kingdom has a population of about 4.9 million, right?
Okay.
What's the population of Ghana? I don't know. Let's see what's the population of Ghana. I don't know.
Well, he's still a king.
No, he's still a king. What is the and he's a very powerful king too, eh? He's very powerful. And he can go all over the world and people receive him as a dignitary. What is the population of Ghana?
32.83 million.
Okay, so there we go. So right, so 32.38 million. So the Ashanti
83.
Kingdom is a little less than
That's as of
20.
2021.
All right, a little less than 25%, maybe 20, 21% of the population, right? So and they are their own laws. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Them fellas and them just live good, eh? If you see the cars them fellas just drive, is
Mm.
Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, real good, eh? But they have natural resources, right? So so Ken John say if PN want to win seriously, they need to show the billions to the people before the election, yes? Well, Ken, I think that's what they're doing, I think that's what they're doing. They're sharing out for the billion all kind of thing, you know? They're building all kind of things. So I mean, I just think that we need to be more awoke with respect to the things that are happening in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And
Mm.
when we go for the break, I have a next calypso I want to play, and it is Maestro again, right? Talking about us as people in Trinidad and Tobago. But you know what? Let me play this one. This one didn't I had to get this one because the real one was copyrighted and this one was not. Let me see. There we go. This one was not copyrighted, so I had to play this one instead. But take a listen to this one. This is the version by
Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage Miss Regal Richards.
Sunrise is slowly over the hills. Everywhere is golden sunlight, but still, oh, night is hot, days are crowded. It is with the clouds are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only vultures get their fill. Empty promises is what they hear. Oh, running water from year to year. Heart that no one desires. That if there is a Messiah, someday he hear their whispered prayer. Covered with bare and scanty, 10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. Forced to sell on the pavement, no vacancies, no employment. I'll tell firecracker front, blood was flowing, things get hot. After it, tell them call me window. They hear voices, some get to crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto, crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto, help us, Father, oh Lord. Others does just hold their head and ball, and them woman stronger than a wall. Big pusher iron she daughter, son in jail for manslaughter. Too bad for he and name bad boys, no bail. That's the black man's choice. Like Shallow said, poverty is hell. She little girl child belly start to swell. Some say life is a cycle, but on George she no circle. Where will it be? Only time could tell. Outside the siren keep rolling, inside the belly real growling. Foolish raid very often, Simpson measuring a coffin. One night in bed you're sleeping, next night is a wake that you're keeping. So you pray to win the lotto, not to hear voices from the ghetto crying, 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 voices from the ghetto crying, a pity poor mama crying, a pity poor papa, voices from the ghetto.
And that's a version of the one and only singing Sandra talking about voices from the ghetto. You know, I mean, it is on Emancipation Day when we're supposed to be celebrating. We have a lot of questions. Judy says, all original kings and queens originated out of Africa and all others follow them, stolen identity. Albert says, when a person tries to improve their country and spend 9 years in politics and many people don't want to improve themselves, you have to make decisions. Albert says, plenty Trinidadians have a problem with making changes, and that's one of the reasons Trinidad is how it is. Okay. All right. Let me see if I could get a next. Quick you here.
You're speaking the truth.
Yeah, before we go to the break. Yeah, I mean, listen, we need an awakening in Trinidad and Tobago. We really and truly do, you know, because here it is. Here's the Prime Minister talking. The Prime Minister apologized for the conditions of roads in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's take a listen.
As Prime Minister, it falls to me to apologize for the state of many of our roads. Because of our difficulties, as I just described, there has been some deterioration in our secondary road network. And everybody, the problem that you have is the biggest problem in the country. So therefore, your road problem is a big problem. And we know it's a big problem, and we give it a priority as we go forward with in an improved environment.
And now that we are in silly season, they believe that they can come and patch some roads. They believe that they can give a man a 10 days job, and that will secure his vote for local government.
The elections has nothing to do with our program. As a matter of fact, the program has been slowed down because of the new procurement regulations.
Oh God! Yeah. Hey, listen. Oh, I have a next one here. Every question they're asking, let me remove this. So, they asked the Prime Minister, or the Prime Minister stated that Trinidad is a real place, right? I'm gonna get that one for you. They was asking a question, and here we go. This is it here. Oh, okay. I gotta get rid of something. Hold on, I gotta get rid of something. Oh, why does that happen? Okay, let me see. What can I get rid of? I have so much. All right, let me get rid of this privileges thing here. I could always get that back. All right, this is it here. Let me show you something. They tried to ask this question. What? Wait a minute, try again. Is that because it's an MP4? Hold on. No, this is that's a JPEG. Okay, let me see something. Okay, folks, I gotta try and get you that because it's not allowing me to load it up. I'm gonna load it up. Let me see if I could load it up down here. Let me try something down here and see. No, that's background. I can't do that. All right, I'll have to try and get that for you. But let me see if I could read it. All right, let me read it from my phone. I think that'll be
top of the hour.
Yeah, we still got 5 minutes. We got a few minutes.
My thing is faster.
Let me see this one here. It says, oh yeah. So this is from the Trinidad Express. Big question. Do you agree with Prime Minister Dr. Rowley that Trinidad is not a torn nation or a failed state, but a real place? I ain't see the results yet. But there was a question. Do you agree with PM Dr. Rowley that Trinidad and Tobago is not a torn nation or a failed state, but a real place? Right? I mean, many people will tell you that they believe Trinidad is a failed state. You storming with that, Diana?
Samson, just look at the microscopic thing in the village here and see the differences in the WhatsApp chat. And you'll see the divisive and the different varying opinions of different Trinbago and Trinidadians. It speaks for itself. It's a torn place. A torn place.
So what exactly?
You have people. What?
What exactly is a failed state, though? People just say a failed state. A failed state is used to describe.
I'm not gonna go. Look, I ain't gonna go that far and say failed state.
But Trinidad fall into this definition.
I would say torn. There's divisiveness. I don't know too much of the economics, and its standing, but it just got a favorable rating from whomever. So I'm not gonna delve and say it's a failed state, but it has its issues when it comes to the economics in the country. Because we have okay.
So the term failed state is used to describe a state that has lost its effective ability to govern its populace. A failed state maintains legal sovereignty, but experiences a breakdown in political power law enforcement, and civil society
Mm.
in a state of near anarchy. Common characters of failed state include inability to provide basic services.
Mm.
It is unable to provide basic services to its citizens such as security, healthcare, and education. I don't think Trinidad has that problem. Loss of control of a territory. A failed state may lose control of its territory as warlords or other armed group takes control of parts of the country. I don't think Trinidad have that. Increased crime and violence. A failed state experience increased crime and violence as there is no effective law enforcement. I think Trinidad have that. Economic collapse. A failed state economy often collapses as business and investors flee the country. I don't think Trinidad have that.
Well, let me say, it is peppered with elements that contribute to a failed state. That's
Correct.
right.
Right. That's a great analysis. Right. So another thing is refugee crisis. A failed state may experience a refugee crisis as people flee the country to escape violence and poverty. Well, as a matter of fact, in Trinidad, there are people going both ways.
Venezuelan some Venezuelan going back, right?
Yeah, but there are people fleeing other countries and people fleeing Trinidad.
Yeah, and people are leaving on a daily basis from there. I heard too.
Yeah. Now, there's a number of political factors that contribute to state becoming a failed state. This includes economic problems, political instability, right? I don't think we have economic problems as such. Maybe such as high unemployment and poverty can make it difficult for a state to provide basic services and maintain control over its territory. Political instability, I don't know if we have that. Natural disasters, that could be possible. Foreign intervention, I don't think we have that. So,
it's peppered with elements of a failed state.
But I don't think we could call Trinidad a failed state, though.
It's peppered with elements that contribute to a failed state.
Yes, there are elements of it, but I don't think we could call it a failed state. As of
not yet.
Exactly.
If you don't have a reversal.
So folks, we're going to go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. It's Diana and Ansem with you tonight. Tommy was unable to join us tonight, but I'm sure, whenever Tommy doesn't join us, there's something of significance that happens. So stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9. And of course, folks, if you want to send a voice note, you want to call, the number is 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Almost everybody talking about black identity. But if you check out the majority, they're only using these words falsely. Because it was it that is a shame. African people with European name. That is the first step we had to take to correct a prehistoric mistake. If you hear Sicharan, Ramkela, Wan, Lalchan, Balchan, well, bet your life there is a East Indian man who say one Gonzales, Manuel, Sancho, Pablo. You sure them fellas from Mexico, so why my name couldn't be Dinkaka, Lumumba, Makiba, or Kenyatta? If we use these names, then we sure to be on this stairway to true black identity. concepts from the start, you find names play an important part. For if you did some great thing in history, they might want to record your activity. But if you did Hodgkinson or Graham, no one could tell that you were a black man. So this is why it's an important factor to use the names of your African ancestors. Siran, Biran, Ola, Ahab, Baba, or Mustafa. Well, you're sure them fellas come from Arabia, Rommel, Calton, Bruna, Dolph, Beethoven, von Eichmann. Well, bet you hand them boys is German. So why your name couldn't be Mobutu, Kasavubu, Gowano, change your name from George Weeks to Wakamba, so we could know that you're serious about black power. Now no African should be reluctant to pass this on to his descendants. These names that you so dearly consider belonging to the white slave master. You lost your name, and this you must know. In the slave trade many years ago, and these present names you must understand. You're contributing to slave time tradition. Now from Chochan and dancing from one you look like Pinky. Well then you show them fellas is Chinese. Vladimir Kosygin, Khrushchev, Mikoyan, Kowalski. Well them is Russian men naturally. So why my name couldn't be Danjuma? Tafawa, Lumumba, and Puma. Change your name from chalk dust to piggy butt, so we could know that you really are pro-conscious. Now some people walk on that. Some preach Ashanti, some Swahili, while others think a bracelet of silver creates reflections of Africa. Yet when they die, you watch on the tombstone. It's patterns at Jackson Calhoun that is counterfeit identity. These people must be lost in holy street. The fact remains that telling you out of every 20 could still talk at least a little bit of Hindi, and also 29 out of every 30 Chinese could speak the language most fluently. Then why my people can't do the same? If we really want back the name, then the white man will stand by and let you pass. And he gonna say the black man gets serious at last.
Do you hear that? All of them
I
should
do
be,
buy.
all of them should have been playing that for emancipation.
I ain't changing my name. If I change my name, it can be
But
Oprah
Diana,
Winfrey.
you were upset with Kamala Prasad Processor when she
I am.
when she called out.
Okay, I have a slave master name. I am not changing my name because the next thing they're gonna want to tell you, change your address too. I ain't changing my name. Let them be reminded of the horrible legacy of the things they did to us. Yeah, let it sit in the craw and fester like an ulcer. I ain't changing my name from nothing. Nothing. No, that is the name I get. My grandmother named it, and I'm good with it.
Nah, you gotta change your name.
My name is Waveney Diana Benskin, and if I change it to Waveney Diana Oprah Winfrey.
No, you
Or
changing from
Waveney Diana Tyler Perry. I ain't
changing from one
changing
slave
it.
master name to another.
I am not just fine. I ain't changing it. I ain't changing it to no Wataconda, and I'm no. I'm not doing it. And then I'm gonna tell you, hey, so why don't you go back to Africa. Go back here, and then why you gone? Nah, you
No, no.
good.
Right. Judy says, Rowley say for investment in Trinidad.
What?
I know that was a. Let me see. Judy says that creature never apologized to citizens and said he abused and belittled citizens. When people say Trinidad is not a real place, they don't. When Albert says when people say Trinidad is not a real place, they don't mean what people are saying. What does that mean? No, when people say Trinidad is not a real place, that says it's because of the type of things that's happening in Trinidad is not a real place. And you know what I want to address? I want to address that shooting by the lady with was it her husband license?
Shoot through the bars.
Yeah.
The person was trying to break in.
Yeah. Sheldon, welcome. Sheldon says Trinidad is in a mess, in a real mess. Yeah, Trinidad is a mess.
Is it? I
No,
could
Trinidad
change
is
my
not
name
mess.
to Diana Benskin, 50 million and 50 acres of land. How about that?
Nah, you're supposed to change your slave name.
50 million, and don't ask me what. Where's the highest currency in the world now? And 50 acres of land.
Why did you have a problem with Kamala Prasad when she said that?
Because I remember I addressed it in her capacity. She's not supposed to be reminding me that I have a slave master name. Joe Biden is supposed to be doing that. The King Charles is supposed to be doing. No, there's certain things that are just distasteful. Okay, good. You're not supposed to be doing that. Certainly, you just stay away from in a political capacity. That was distasteful.
Okay,
And she ain't
Albert says
apologized yet. And I ain't changing my name for nobody.
Albert says the government make laws and break. Albert, you know that's so true. Let me tell you, Albert, as you say that, the government put a procurement law in place and then break the own procurement law, and they might have to go back to parliament, right? To fix a law because they break the law. The government is a bandit. There's no effort about it. The government is a bandit.
You know how long we telling you the answer?
Well, I mean, sometimes it'll take some of us a little time.
They're bandit. I wanted the king. I don't even want to pronounce his name. I wanted the king know that he disenfranchising people from getting the ID card to vote. Will you disenfranchise an Ashanti person from getting their ID card to vote in your Ashanti kingdom, sir?
How you get there? How you get there? How did you get?
How did we get there? He disenfranchising a born Trini from getting the ID card that they can vote and open up account. Your Highness, I might be Ashanti, I don't know.
No,
I might be Ashanti according to the DNA thing, but they say I'm mostly Nigerian and Maasai and Benin. So maybe that's why I'm so miserable. But and the rest, the slave master genes. But you disenfranchise your Ashanti people from voting, sir. Well, that one day in Trinidad and Tobago and them laws gave people a hard time to get their ID card. You're born there. Your navel string buried in Tunapuna. Why? And I'm not the only one. But other people they're afraid to talk up about it.
Alvin, I understand your post.
Who?
Diana, black people texting the nene. I don't understand that one.
They do it? You catching the nenen.
The nenen?
Yeah, that's what you mean to say.
Oh, black people catching the nenen.
Yeah, if you see the word, look on the keyboard and see what the Y and the N is, you probably hit something wrong.
Yeah, you know what? Well, now the Y far from there, and I think maybe that's what you mean. You're right. You're right. Now Sheldon says
the E and the Y
does not necessarily means we are divided. Oh, Sheldon, we are divided. We are very divided.
Very much
divided. Very much divided. Now, Sheldon, we very much divided. Big time. We divided more than ever. And you know what? The politicians continue to divide us. When you go say about a man want to pick a mango and he come in your yard, and then you talk about the other thing about one race want to get guns to kill another race. You dividing people. Not you, Sheldon, but the Prime Minister. Yeah, correct. Walls, Alvin said, walls that have P&M lords. That P&M lords? What's that P&M lord? Lord, what do you mean by that?
Wait, P&M LA. Wait, let me see. I'm looking at. Let me look at it
on the screen. Walls that have P&M
Oh,
lords.
but them gangs now, the CPEP and the URP gangs. Come on.
Oh, also the gang leader is a lord.
Mm.
Oh, okay. hey. But Alvin, them same gang leaders that be under all governments. So you could just say it's P&M, right? If our next party come into power and they get them CPEP contract too, then there's wherever other so the partnership lords too. They just
And you're
the party.
Yeah? And you're a lord when you can stand up inside your house, when you have a Chinese man, a Chinese Trinidadian, stand up, well, I ain't if he born there, stand up inside your house and call you a potong, and you can't do nothing about it. You think somebody come in my house and call me a potong?
well, he stand up in a P&M meeting and call 3 black people potong and termites.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down there and they clap.
A Chinese Trinidadian, yeah. Right? So he's a lord.
But Diana, as you say that, I want to do something solo here for Emancipation.
Yeah, I have something at the end of the show. Right? I'm a face, I ain't there. I'm going to do it and send it to you. But I'm going to read it tonight.
Yes. So, folks, I want to send an emancipation message to the black followers of the P&M on emancipation. I want to send all your message. I want you all to stop telling poor black people to wean themselves off the government. Let me repeat that. I want black P&M people, the supporters of the P&M who are black and disenfranchised by the P&M and suffering battered wife syndrome under the P&M, as well as emotional abuse, psychological abuse, and economic abuse. I want you all to stop telling black, poor, disadvantaged people to wean themselves off the government. Here's why. I want you all to tell Faris Al-Wawi family to wean themselves off the government. They are contracts with the government. I want you all to tell Stuart Young family what is called NCB, whatever that company his brother owns. I want you to tell Stuart Young family to wean themselves off the government. Terence D.L. Singh, I want you all to tell Terence D.L. Singh family to wean themselves off the government. Rohan Sinanan, I want you all to tell, because most of these have contract with the government. I understand. I want you all to tell Rohan Sinanan family to wean themselves off the government. And finally, it's my understanding that Colin Wood family also have contracts with the government, right? I want you all to tell him to wean themselves off the government. So to the black people of Trinidad and the black P&M people, especially for this emancipation, for the rest of the week, now that we have the king in Trinidad, for the rest of the week, I want you all to call radio stations and tell these 5 ministers to wean themselves off the government. Just like all they want them poor black disadvantaged people to wean themselves off the government. That is my emancipation message to the black people who support the P&M. That is my message for emancipation.
Yep. And I want to tell them too. I tell them a message.
Thanks for reminding me. I appreciate it.
I want to tell them too, to give the people are lacking fresh water in their house. Stop having your neighbors drink canal water. Stop subscribing to that. And find some kind of work for the young people. Maybe the crime rate will go down. Young people have nothing to do. They're idle. The devil finding work for idle hands. You're happy and you're frightened to talk up. And you're contented with what's going on. Come on. Let them know. And you're sitting down. I see a lady sit down in a meeting. And she asked Dr. Rowley directly, about the councils and how they're getting paid. They ain't getting paid. I sent it to you, Anselm. She said they're not getting paid. They're foot soldiers. And they're on the ground walking up and down. And they're going in the office to get paid. And nobody, yeah, I sent it to you. Nobody have no answer for them.
So the paying people to go.
I don't know how it worked, but the lady directly asked a question to Dr. Rowley about how they're getting paid. All right? I'll send you the video. I thought you had to pull it.
Yeah, I don't think that's problematic though.
Hmm?
If as a foot soldier, you're going and do a job for the party, that the party should have money in their bank account in order to pay people to go and canvass for them. I don't know if that's illegal.
Well, from what the lady said, if you listen to the video, when they went and they do it, and she went back to the office because she does it, she had on her shirt and whatever, asking them about compensation. Nobody has no answers for them. Why would she bring that question to the Prime Minister?
Well, what she expect? She know the job done. The job done already.
Nobody I know. And you see the foolishness with they only cutting the grass by the councillors' houses and cleaning the drain. Come on, people. Come on.
Yeah, Diana, them kind of thing though, because it sometimes them things and them is spaghetti theory, They're trying to throw stuff on the wall and see what goes stick.
Yeah, but the lady was interviewed, and she said that the grass ain't being cut, the drain ain't being cleaned. Why? Only by the councillors, and she said it in a video. I'm only repeating what was said. I say all them videos,
You just remind me of something else there. I'm gonna go solo again there. You only reminded me of things there, Diana. You only reminded me of things.
I want to raise.
Yeah, so I want to say to the People's National Movement, because the only way you could get the M in the People's National Movement is for you to go on social media and highlight it. They're not proactive. So I took to social media, just like I took to social media for building up in Chumakat, and now it's being renovated, right? Nobody else do that. Is yours truly did that, and the building is now being renovated. I took to social media again for the MLSS, Mobile Lavantil Secondary School, with the football field. Then I remember that, right? Going all them weeds, and I tell people, all you go up there and get weed, I go pay all your fee. You understand? Because it was not free weed. Well, Diana, we have good news to report. They send people up there to cut the grass.
Hey!
After all these years. So I want to say to the MP for Lavantel West, I go call him by his real name, because he did something good for the first time was in a long time. Fitzgerald Hines, right? I want to say thank you to the Minister of Sports, Shamfa Kojo. And I want to say thank you to the Minister of Education, Dr. Nyan Gasby Dolly, for all three of you all somehow getting together and get the field up in Mova Lavantel cut for them poor black disadvantaged people up there. Finally, all you get moving. But all you get kind of proactive now and have a supervisor go to all these schools, especially schools in Lavantel, and see what needed to be done. Now, all you finish the field, all you have to go and fix the basketball court now, Fix the basketball court now. Let it fix our little recreation, because you know how difficult it is for them, right? All you cut the grass, now all you have to renovate the field, and if all you want to deal, we could talk. We could get people to pay for that. All that we talk. We could get people to, because all they say, all you have no money. Wait now, they have money, because this election season, the money spending all about the place. So they have money to fix it. All you fix the basketball court, please.
What is the date today, Anselm?
Today is the 1st or the 2nd?
15 more days.
Yeah. So
all the weed whackers suddenly walking.
Yeah, and all you go up and fix the basketball court, okay? That's the
next thing. And get them 10-day work. That's all they're capable and qualified for. 10-day work to spruce up the place close to election time that they'll go and dip the finger in the ink. Hey, come on.
Well,
Come on, Stevie Wonder seeing through that.
I just want to thank them.
Stevie Wonder seeing that, seeing through that.
For listening, and I took to social media, and so what I'm telling other people now, in order to get the movement in the PNM, right? Because you're not gonna get no movement, they might drop that M, you know. You have to go to social media. They go drop the M, or you have to go to social media. All right. So all you know, the local government election coming up, and they're doing all kind of thing all across the country. They couldn't do it before, right? So to you three representatives, I want to thank you guys very kindly. All right.
Stevie Wonder and Helen. What was the name of the blind deaf and Helen Keller? Is your name? Them seeing, hearing all that. Who you thinking? Who do you think they bamboozling? Not bamboozling nobody. Get them a 10-day work. That's all they're capable of getting. Fix up the place and hush all them out and take that. So we like it. So we take good care of you. We give you a 10-day work and hush them out, and that's it.
Oh, Diana just said that. I wrote something. Let me see what I wrote. Let me see if I can remember it. We love you so. We take great care of you.
They want you just so. 10-day work out of 365 days in a year. That's it.
No, but listen to this. We love you so. We take great care of you. Only the PNM keeps you depressed. I think that's what it is. We take great care of you. Only the PNM keeps you depressed. But let me read a few of these comments here in the chat. Sheldon says everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but not their own facts. That is true, Sheldon.
What's Sheldon last name?
Molino.
Oh no, I know he. I know another Sheldon.
Yeah, that is a French last name. You have to be.
No, I went to school with a Sheldon. Beat up his brother. So I don't think it's he.
Oh, all right. Sheldon says we are bankrupt financially. Sheldon again. We are not bankrupt financially. Educationally, yes. Financially, absolutely not.
But answer financially, the people.
How are we bankrupt financially and all this work happening before the local government election?
Hey,
we bankrupt financially? We bankrupt conveniently. Tell me that.
Yeah.
We bankrupt conveniently, not financially. Educationally, yes. The reason why I could agree with that, Sheldon, educational, because 42% of the students in Trinidad and Tobago scoring below 50%.
Then they work.
42%, right? Yeah. Rose, good night. Welcome.
Same old tricks they're employing, and people gonna fall for that again.
Judy says changing names is late, but you certainly can change your mindset of thinking.
What she said?
Changing names is late, but you can certainly change your mindset of thinking and unite. Marcia Brave Boy changing him.
I ain't changing my name for nobody. Let them deal when they see me. Yeah. Whoever went on back in the day, I end up with the white man name. Let them deal with that.
Yeah, when you Robert say just get in, better late than never. I just get in. I like Ansem shoot. I heard Rowley send it for him. A friend went to Ghana and they brought this back for me. Yeah. He said you're from Douglas politics, no water in the hospital. I mean, what do you expect?
No water in a hospital. Huh? Ansem, come on. And hey, Your Highness, no water in the hospital.
But if
you ask Dr. Rowley about that if you're listening, Your Highness?
You don't have to go. No. You go in a private hospital. And some looking really nice in his African post. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. Ken John says, tell Avinash Singh and family to stop planting all Caroni Limited land free with their taxpayers' dollars. Taxpayers thief money by the billions, friends and etc. Wean themselves out of the PNM. Yeah, I want all them fellas and them to wean themselves off the government. You only telling I mean, last time the prime minister went up in Lavantel, I think, and telling people they had to wean themselves off the government. I want to tell Worry on them too. Yes? Judy, RPNM telling Afro you need to wean themselves off the government. It's reverse psychology and citizens, and some of them people believe that it's true that Rowley giving Afro Trinidadians are not them. Yeah, wean yourself off the government, please.
That's right.
And here the sad part, eh? Here the sad part, eh? Right? And this David Muhammad, Dr. David Muhammad, a man and a astute brother, adds the PNM all how for a little piece of land in Lavantel. City council used to be there. He try all kind of how. The PNM run him around the Balize house. They run him around the Balize once. Then they run him around Balize house. Then they come back and run him again, the Balize again. Then he went up so many country. He find two Balize, they run him around them too. Run him around. As soon as the Indian party come in, the UNC game piece of land. Look what you have there now. Look what you have there now. Some of them same parents who vote for the PNM. Them same parents now who kids benefiting from David Muhammad place, right, and voting for PNM, and the PNM denied Dr. David Muhammad that place. It's the same thing what they do with the Lavantel to Washington Empowerment Center. They rather knock it down, make it into stones, rocks, than for them to empower the Lavantel to Washington Empowerment Center. PNM like black people? PNM like black people? Which black people on Emancipation PNM like? Which one? Which black people PNM like? Only tell me now. Them fellas and them down in Westmoreland. Them down there. That's who they like. PNM like black people. Look, PNM like black voters. That's what they like.
That's what they like.
You don't like
That's
black
what
people.
they like. Say it on Slim. They like black voters.
25% of black people living below the poverty line in Trinidad and Tobago. All you ask that question, ask Rowley what you doing to lower our number. No, Rowley, what you know Rowley doing? Rowley say, I want to make the rich richer so they could help the poor. Trickle down theory. Trickle down theory. Look. And PNM is a black party. I feel if that 2025 election come and the UNC win, I go get a building in Trinidad under the UNC. You to say that? I feel the UNC go give me a building before the PNM could give a black person who never voted for another party but the PNM get him a building. And you know what them other black PNM and HDD they say? The black PNM and HDD, hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous. Why would she don't go and buy a building somewhere in town? Let me go PNM at give a free building. Why? But Santa with PhD in dotishology, PhD in foolishology, and PhD in madology. Right?
That's a new science now, madology.
Yeah, them are PhDs and all of that. There are 3 PhDs. Madology, no, there are 4. Madology, dotishology, foolishology, and what is the other one? Whatever the 4th one is. And them PhD,
stupidology.
Dotishology. Yes, stupidology. All kind of ologies that have PhD, free online degree to get. And them PNM, we love you so. We take great care of you. Only the PNM that keep black people depressed. We love you so. We take great care of you. Only the PNM keep black people depressed.
That's right. Oppress, depress, suppress.
The numbers are there. Most of the black people in Trinidad, the ethnic group that has the highest number of people living below the poverty level is black people in Trinidad. Only look up these statistics now. Look it up. Look.
Yeah, and look. Point 14 Hospital is alleged to have had no air-conditioned staff, and the staff and patients suffered for a good few days. Your Highness, could we address that, please? Could we address that? Could you get another another what you call it, MRI machine to Tobago? Could you find out how much X-ray machines there are at the hospital?
Then let me take on Vonnie there. Vonnie, let me ask you a question. Right? If somebody give you something, right? Would you go and stab that person in the back?
Oh.
Eh? If I had gotten that building, what you want me to say? What should I say if I get the building? No, I want to know what I should have said.
Well, you should thank you, but still fight for the causes of the people.
Still fight for the causes of the people. Correct is right. Correct is right.
Thank you would be in order, but still don't be hypocritical, disingenuous, and what?
What's that?
Still don't be an HDD.
Yeah. Listen. Vonnie said now all them PNM fanatics hate him to the bone. But listen to this, eh? Let me read this quote for you, Vonnie. I just quote on my phone, but Vonnie does have all these things waiting on. Let me read this for you. I was gonna read this quote today, but let me read it for you now. Since you put that, I want to read it for you now. I just had these things. Let me tell you this. Vonnie, you listening? No, wait. Vonnie, go into the fridge. Vonnie, come back. Don't take that passion fruit. No, take the red drink. Good, Vonnie. All right, you're back. Good man. Vonnie, listen to this. Worry about your character, not your reputation. Because your character is who you are, and your reputation is what people think of you. Let me repeat that for you, Vonnie. Listen carefully. Listen. Worry about your character and not your reputation. Because your character is who you are, and your reputation is what people think of you. You think I care what them PNM people think about me? You really think you think I care? You really think I care? Right? Listen, some of them, right, who don't like me was UNC, there was NAR, there was DLP, there was COP, there was ILP. No, ILP no longer in existence. No, there was the Kabi PDP. There was all of them. And I am not proud of this, but I can say I'm proud. I've never supported another party. I never voted for another party in Trinidad and Tobago. So all of them who leave, come back, go sideways, come back, go. Because all them PNM and HDD, hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous, they could say what they want. You see, one thing I could tell you, loyalty. I am loyal to a point, but you see, when that loyalty is gone, cancel Christmas. I am loyalty to a point. But once you start to take me for a fool, right? That's when my character comes into play, not my reputation. What the people think about me is my reputation, but my character is most important. And let me say this to you. Diana, a woman went on a radio station and said that I took money. And listen to this, This is a woman, She went on a radio station, 91.9, and said Wall Street took money from PNM people in New York, PNM International, and he had some problems because there was a concern that, he took the money illegally.
What?
Yeah. And I said to myself, now, if I was to go to the radio station and say that she have 4 children with 4 outside men.
Oh boy.
She have 4 different children. It's alleged. It's alleged that she have 4 children with 4 different men outside. Oh, how about that? You understand? And I told her, you repeat that again, you will get a pre-action protocol letter. Because you are now impugning my character. My character. And I my character with my life. Don't try to impugn my character. Right? And this is a female. And she only doing that because of a party. PNM. She has to defend the PNM by any means necessary. She cannot be a critical thinker.
Nope.
PNM just tell them how to think. They might have to listen to Rowley on a stage and they have to regurgitate whatever Rowley says. For example, the local government election is based on local government reform. Them can't think for themselves. Them can't think that property tax is 3% on residents of annual rental value. Them can't think that that property tax could have a drastic effect on poor people in Trinidad and Tobago. Them can't say nothing about that. Them cannot say if you have a parlor is considered to be a commercial property, and you have 5% tax, and you could end up paying 8% tax. Them cannot think about that. Them cannot. Right? So you know you have them. That fella have them. He have them. Right? Because they don't think. Let me play this again. Let me play this. I know what we're going to play. Listen to this. We just play this all the time here. Listen, how they control you.
There are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy, and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy, and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
And that's what's going on. A lot of them P&M people in HDD, they take orders, and they hope that they end up getting a little contract, or they end up getting board, or you know, if there's steady course, they might end up being a counselor, alderman. You know, they get a little something.
Meanwhile, they bring grasshoppers and putting them ahead of them.
Correct is right. Correct is right. They bring in people from way outside and bring it in front of you. And you say, no, they're waiting. And then they bring out somebody, they bring out a yellow birdie and wait for the red birdie that was sitting on the red birdie sitting there. The red birdie ain't getting no crumbs, you know. The red birdie was only getting crumbs.
Sitting up in the banana tree.
Yeah, they bring out yellow birdie and gain the yellow birdie all the crumbs. And you still sitting on there waiting for scrums. Oh, God. You know why? I'm good, you know. But I want to listen to this one, though. I don't know if this one come from a movie or wherever it come from, but I want to listen to this one. And no. I ain't going there for that one. I think I'm going over here. Let me cancel that one. I want you all to listen to this one. Yeah? No air conditioning. That's perfect for Trinidadians. What's that? What are you talking about it? Hold on. UNC give the Baptist schools, I think 3 schools. UNC give the Baptist schools, I think 3 schools. Or last week, Point Fortin had no air condition. Yeah. Kylie, that's correct. You can't be bankrupt, but you have 40 million for a stadium. That stadium is the Palaseco Velodrome. Played that last week. We highlighted that here with the Palaseco Velodrome. But you know, but wait now, boy. The tune sought for that just before the local election. But none of these things, you know, to be correct. I forget about that. I think we addressed that, Diana, didn't we? The turning the sun. Remember when we showed the
So folks, Stevie Wonder seeing all of the red tricks. It ain't working. It's not working. It may work in them diehard, staunch, blinded, jaded, fearful, frightened people. But the rest of them, nah. Only 10 days of work I can get. And after that, what? Come on, man.
So I want you guys to listen to this, Somebody sent this to me. I don't know why they sent it to me, but they sent it to me.
Something I probably sent.
Yeah, so listen to this.
Oh, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard. You liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Oh, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us. Oh, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard. You liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Oh, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
Deep. That's a deep message there.
Deep. Yeah? You know them guys that I'm saying? No? Deep.
That's Yep, you don't want them to be, you take away hope, they become dangerous.
Yep. You take him into, make him one of you, man. And you give him, put him up there. And you want no part of all you no more.
Nope.
But you had to fight your way up here just as I fight my way, right? You had to work harder than me. You don't just happen just so.
And it's always, it's always the poor people who, they get the brunt of everything, and all the policies that they're enacting is like they don't sit down and think the long-term effect. Why would you go and stop people from selling? That might be the day, like you say, answer, they'll break even for the whole year. And you stop them from selling. You move them from a strategic location. Oh, geez, boy. Huh? Oh, that don't make no kind of sense to me. None whatsoever. And this stadium that being built, and they're allowing people to go and sell stuff, food and thing around there.
Which one?
Or you got to go through a whole degree to get a license to sell food.
With the velodrome?
Yeah.
I guess people in Palo Seco might be doing something around there.
Right?
Might be a way to get some jobs, you know what I mean? For
Yeah. And are you employing people from the neighborhood, from the Burgess or wherever it's located, to maintain this thing, to build it, to have stores in there? The immediate Burgesses surrounding the velodrome are benefiting from the velodrome. Huh? I don't know. Well,
but Anna, you send me that video about Twiggy. I want to play part.
But she was cuss.
No, yeah, I cut it up.
Okay.
So take a listen.
It is not providing the service that you require. So it's more recognized for complaints as against discharge. It is not providing the service that you require. So it's more recognized for complaints as against discharge.
What are you talking about, Hansen?
The man trying to explain. He trying to explain education.
Oh.
God, it's sad. All right, but I want to play one part of Twiggy thing. I'll cut it up, but I want to make sure I know which one it is. Is this one here, boy? That was the shorter one. Hold on, let me see. Let me see how much. Twiggy good fish himself,
Hey.
Yeah.
Ooh, Twiggy calling them out.
Twiggy, what? Twiggy ain't easy, boy. Easy at all. Twiggy actually, oh, here we go. Here we go, yeah.
You want to know something of this procurement? I call it went back, call it break recess. What it is and it for we. Stop playing games. The president didn't sign off on it yet. 14 more days to election. What have it been telling people on the ground? But we think in local government for the councillors and them. We tired of that. Look at flood all over the country right now. Go to sleep. And the last straw all you have nothing to bring to the table because for the 8 years all they do nothing. Nothing all they do for the 8 years, all they shame and embarrass, all they bringing up local government thing. And we're going to do this. Stop putting the blame on the young councillors. Stop making them feel that they have something in the bag that they're coming for. Stop doing it. All they could have do it long time for them. All they care about them. Look how long I asking for us are coming for the lie day. Because talking too much or you find I mustn't get it first. That take that light and push it up with the monkey can see up inside of your boy. If we had to do and make sure that P&M come out today, call a general election before time, Rowley, we have to do something. We fed up. Mr. Rowley, I like to tell you we fed up. We fed up. If I tell you we fed up, we fed up. The man in works and transport.
He's saying she fed up.
Twiggy said they fed up.
Fed up.
You know, Twiggy fed up.
Twiggy fed up. Imagine that. Twiggy fed up.
Twiggy fed up. I see Twiggy walking in the blue shirt.
Yeah.
She put it on as an NTA, but she had on a blue shirt.
Twiggy fed up. Imagine
Yeah.
that.
Imagine Twiggy, long-standing, die-hard PNM, right?
Yeah.
She says she's the Balize and Manning is she father, right?
Yeah. Diana,
Yep.
But Diana, watch this one, eh? Look at this. Twiggy here telling them that, and Twiggy said that Twiggy said all ain't taking care of the people who put all in office. They're not taking care. Nobody say go and do illegal stuff, but people work for you. They put mileage on their foot, on their feet. And as soon as all they get into office, all they forget them people. Look what they have done to Skinner Park. I'm not gonna play this whole video, but watch what they have done to Skinner Park. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, we're gonna watch this video. Watch what they have done to Skinner Park, a park that was just spent. They spent millions of dollars just recently to renovate it, right? And they had some party there. I don't understand how the PNM doesn't understand. You cannot have these stadiums and you're having all these fets on them in the stadium. They go mash it up.
Yep. Or if you want to do that, you build a structure that's structurally sound to entertain that sort of activity. Or part of it, not the whole place. Something, build it with futuristic.
Do you saw Soca Monarch at the Hazy Crawford Stadium? That's why the track mash up. They mash it up. They put in all kind of steel thing on the track and thing. Like them don't care about sports. Take a look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm standing here in Skinner Park, San Fernando, in the aftermath of what was that foam party held here Sunday morning around 3 a.m. I'm meeting villagers here who are still in pain. Their ears are still ringing from the noise and the chaos that was this party and the aftermath on Sunday morning with all the garbage and the debris and, you know, whatever it had on the road. But this is the actual feel. This is the part that is hurting me the most as a coach and responsible for a couple hundred players. And I am just one of many. Look at what we have to work with now. Look at what we have to face here now. Watch the pavilion there for the park and look at the ground. All our players play here, games play here. Zonal football play here, school football play here, training take place. National athletes use this ground to perfect their craft. And watch what we have to face. Who is responsible for this? Who's going to fix this ground? Who's going to fix this situation, to address this situation? You look at it and you tell me. Almost afraid to venture up by the stage there. All those poles digging into the ground. What? You tell me, look. If it's sinking down in the mud, and then we want our athletes to come and play in this. Let's have games scheduled. You want our athletes to come and train in this, and then we asking the question why we can't produce good players? Well, look the reason why. Look the answer here. And I can't even begin to describe the smell. It's like a walking in raw sewage. But I want you all to see and understand that this ground is now officially mashed up and destroyed. It no longer could be used for football. What are we going to do about this situation? Watch in the corner there, you see?
Who portfolio the sports faller? Oh, Lord.
Like San Fernando, though. I think it's San Fernando mayor and them.
Yeah, I know, but who's the minister of sports?
That's Sam Fakojo.
Who allowed that thing to go on there? They know people that, oh my, Anselm. I'm sorry, yeah. Now you see why I just call myself a Bajan. Hey.
Old Sparrow, we love you so we take great care of you.
Oh, jeez, boy.
Rest. Yeah. Miss Kuva.
Mash it up.
Miss Kuva say send them videos for Naka. Naka them go play them videos. Them don't play them kind of video.
They mash it up. They lick it up. He said it smelled like raw sewage. What do you mean? So what they use it as a bathroom?
No, they had a porta potty.
Oh, the porta. Oh, so it leak.
Yeah, it leak. So when it leak, because if you have all them thousands of people in there and you don't have them porta potties overflowing.
Oh, good.
Drinking and peeing and all kind of thing.
Agreed.
Yeah. Them, you know, them and the audacity of the Prime Minister call to come and tell people about the road. About the boy. And as you said, an astute politician.
Oh yeah.
The fellow is good. He's good. He's very good.
He bring a very bright trinket to wave in front of the people of Trinidad, in front of the voters. A bright trinket. The man has some gold on the hand, eh? Oh God, that will distract you.
But Diana, when Twiggy, I guess Twiggy come to the show kind of late because I have been at this position now for quite some time. Twiggy have come kind of late. Twiggy come late. Twiggy come just like how the PNM come. She come just before the local election too. And she come just like how it is. You know what I mean? They come and they give you all these things just before local election. All these things. That was village home. They go and start just before the local election.
Right?
Another bridge. They're going to start just before the local election.
They bring an Ashanti King for you.
Ashanti King just before the local election. And they confuffling you, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah.
There's something, you know.
Oh yeah. Because there are people who still believe, yeah, I'm doing the right thing.
Bye. I don't know what to say, bye. So Rose, Miss Kuva, Nadia, Kylie, Bonnie Robert, Albert Montano, Rennie Mohammed.
Alvin say he have an African name. Alvin, what's your African name?
Judy, Ken John. Put closing comments in the chat. We had some new people. Mean Jean, put closing comments in there. Sheldon, if you're still there, put closing comments in the chat. Rose, Alvin Singh, if you're still there. We had a young lady earlier. What's her name? Sharon. And Sharon, if you're still there, put closing comments in the chat. And also Pearl out of St. Vincent, if you're still there, put closing comments in the chat. Yeah, I mean, Diana, we have a uphill task, boy. And I think, yeah, Alvin also put closing comments in the chat. Rose says, when a venue is rented, they always collect a security deposit in case of any damage is done, so they could use that money to fix it. Rose, I like your optimism. Oh, let's see. You can wait and see what was the next move. You know, but Rose, they shouldn't be having those type of events in those fields anyway. Because it's grass. Alvin Singh comment is great is the PNM. So for go for a quick station identification. Stick and stay. It's individuals to the DAT Triplets at WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Back with you. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. So I just get something in my on my WhatsApp here. It says PM takes aim at those against reparations for slavery descendants. You talking about that on August 1st? I didn't waste my time to read that. Another thing again. Yeah? Yeah? Boy. I guess we like it so. As Maestro said, Trinidadians don't know what Trinidadians really don't know what they
Trinidad don't know what they want.
They don't know what they want.
We should go out with that one too.
Yeah. Let me see if I could bring that one back. Let me see if I still. Yeah, we have it there. We go to that one.
Yep.
Go to that one. Yeah. But let me give my closing comment because I want to read that comment again because for all them PNM people would be cussed. No. Before we do that, hold on. Let me play this quickly here. Hold on. All right, let me play that one quickly here before I like that one too bad. Before we go on, I had to play this one, and then we go play the other one. You go play one verse of this one.
A cup of tea, please.
Okay. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. You get that one there. So let's see if that's up. All right, here we go.
I tell myself, look here, boy, Jockey, time to do something for your country. By opening a political party. Time for you to make the decision at the next general election and join the leaders of our nation. When I read them Sunday newspapers with all them coffee cut for people, telling myself I am a person. Selling control like he just the line, Martin Davis passing the behind, and I'll correct my and I change my mind. Cause I thank everybody from the new thing, the thing, passing the BM. Causing the PNM. I saw reasoning in danger, building out there the water. And you stand, you see it burning water. Go down, come down to Boston, look at the let them sell the causing the PNM. It's only kind so young, but we review friend who not causing the PNM.
Hear that? Everybody cussing the PNM, but they're cussing the PNM. Yeah? Yeah, so my closing code is this. Anna, we have to do a election thing, and we have to see who we can get to come in. Yeah, for the do our election special. By the way, when the election is on what day? The 14th. Let me see what day is the 14th. The 14th is actually a Monday. Yeah, so we got to do an election special. And we got to see who we could get to join us. Okay. So my closing comment is the same comment that I said before. I think Bonnie make me make that comment. Worry about your character, not your reputation. Because your character is who you are, and your reputation is only what people think of you. From where I said, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. And remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Hold a minute there. Let me remove that thing from there. Let me hide this. All right, so go ahead.
I will do this in a video and send it to you when I'm made up and stuff. But I think it poignant to send this message on, the holiday. It's almost 190 years since the Emancipation Proclamation. Yet our society continues to live with the shackles of inferiority and divisiveness sewn by the colonial masters. Emancipated yet shackled by economic chains, the brutal cause of crime, and the mass exodus by those seeking asylum on the shores of those societies that have historically benefited from the labor of the economically shackled. What baffles me is the lingering inability of those stifled economies to break free of the colonial curse and thrive independently. Emancipated yet incarcerated because we can't seem to find the key to our true liberation because of mankind's greed and selfishness toward each other. This must be more than a day of commemoration. We must decide to embrace our power, to realize our true potential, and to take care of each other along the way. This is Diana Benskin, your global ambassador and your poet. Auf Wiedersehen, my good people. Till we meet again.
Thank you, Diana. Okay.
Welcome.
Hailey says, together we aspire, together we achieve. Good night, folks. Thank you, Hailey. Rose says, closing comment with Ansem. Look in that shop tonight. If he was in Trinidad, I would take him out. Good night, everyone. Be safe. Nadia says, oh yes, everyone cussing the PNM. Oh God. Alvin wants to know, Walls, you throwing a vote for the UNC? Hey, Alvin, if the UNC go give me the building, call me now. Oh God. They pay a very high price to rent a venue like Skinner Park. Okay, here I Rose. Okay, Rose say what? They try to say monkeypox and use it as a strategy to stop the local election, but that flopped. Okay.
Rose say you're looking sharp, and if you was in Trinidad, she would take you out.
Yeah, I wonder if she remember. Ken John, be safe, everyone. Ansem, Diana, and Tommy, blessing, shalom, and may the Lord Jesus Christ cover you guys. Sleep sweet tonight. Thank you, Ken John. Full 100.
Where that Tommy is?
Yeah, I think he had some things to do tonight.
I go fix him in here.
Alvin Singh say, Wars, I have an African name. I wonder if I could
Ask him, I hear it yet.
I wonder if I could pizza, right? Because I
Yeah, I wonder, we could pizza.
That might be him, you know, Alvin Singh.
Yeah.
I feel like a pizza. Yeah. I feel like a pizza. Yeah, you know,
you brother.
Yeah, that is him, man. Die a pizza. Them voting PNM. Yeah. Die a pizza. So folks, we're gonna go out tonight with Maestro Trinidadian. Trinidadians don't know what they want. So folks, good night. We'll see you guys on
Thursday.
Today's Tuesday. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care now.
Mr. Trinidad, tell me what scene you on. Do you just like political confusion? You criticize in the way you live, yet you can't produce an alternative. You say you against the power structure. You ain't like the opposition either. But take care, you jump out the hot water and end up in the center of the fire. Because you refuse to vote in election. But then you want revolution. You're strongly against communism. You walk out on colonialism. You say William had to go, but who to replace him? You ain't know. So to make a long story short from in front, Trinidadians really know what they want. My friend, if you don't want democracy, opposite is guerrilla activity. If you don't want democratic improvement, you have to want a revolutionist government. And yet when Guy Harewood went in the hills with Jennifer Jones, you let them get killed. All you're doing is winning and skylarking. You come like the ass in the lion's skin, because you say Robinson is a traitor. You say what's them that about Ranger? You say Kamal seeking his own interest. You call Millet a Marxist Leninist. You are ODAP, neither DLP, and you say TNM is only ratchet beam. Well, you tie up yourself. I gonna tell you why. Trinidadians just like plenty mama guys.